Oh, there with the hands. Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This shit we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again to Elliott. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. But it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0. He likes natural light best.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get ready with it.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Mike's by 4. It's a party now. Mike's 50.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th rounder from Stanford. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On play action, Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Elliott, toss right, and he stopped immediately there. And on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
12 yards there and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And it is still early, just the 1st quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Prescott on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this 1st half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night.
Hey, check, Mike 57, Mike 57. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session If he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he loses the football a second time. Into the Redskins have it, they do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Now Haskins. And he rifles one incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
We got 6 all day.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now it's Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And, oh, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive. 10th carry now for Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And this will be taken at the 13. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, Can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's going to go down again. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds. Now to go.
Incomplete. It's fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Let go!
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch 54, watch 54. Check pass, check pass.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready? 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
They go play action now. Haskins. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a pickup of 3.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tackles, tackles.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd down, Elliott. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Redskins scoop it. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Redskins 16.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They toss to Perine. And some room to roam now. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already first and goal. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20. Yard line. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Completes it right side to Dodson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Set, ready. 54 Mike. Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Back to the air. Haskins after the pick six. On the crossing route, complete. It's Reed. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Being chased out left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Let's go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Mike 54. Hey.
On first down, they're going option left. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. It's a party now.
From the gun, it's Haskins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Second down and goal. Haskins forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on. You better bring it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Check pass.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. They come out here in the eye. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
12 yards there and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completion.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Ready. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Tight dog.
Now Haskins on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check three. Leo.
Now it's the backup Smith. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they get a little bit of praise.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Out to the left here to Reed. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 54.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Hey, man.
He's going to have the first down past the 20.
Come on now. Let's go.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was when... Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
On third down, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.